Let me get back to the flood situation in New South Wales again, because it's been wreaking havoc over the past couple of days, with the body of one man pulled from a submerged van at Cobberty in Sydney's southwest today. Joining me now is the New South Wales Emergency Services Minister, Steph Cooke. She's live from the State Operations Centre at Homebush. Thanks for taking the time to update us, Minister. Can you tell us about the latest situation? I know the rains have eased off a bit, but is the flood situation still dire?
Oh, look, you're quite right, Chris. The rain has eased off today, and we've seen some blue sky emerge, and we're hopeful that over the next couple of days, particularly on Sunday, we will see blue skies throughout the Sydney area. Of course, it doesn't mean that the risks are entirely over, and we are seeing large bodies of water move down through our already very full river channels. And as a result of that, we do have evacuation warnings and orders being placed on downstream communities as that huge amount of water does move down through the system. So we're certainly asking people to stay alert at this time, and of course, any unexpected showers, on an already heavily saturated landscape can cause that flash flooding. It can cause trees to topple over, of course, and we've seen, a lot of footage of that in recent weeks and days. And the riverine flooding is always a risk whenever we get, downpours.
Can you tell us the latest forecasts? Excuse me. I know they have been quite changeable. It's a pretty volatile weather system, but we were expecting more heavy rain over the weekend. Are the forecasts a bit more optimistic about that? And therefore, just how optimistic are you?
I guess I'm cautiously optimistic, to borrow a very famous phrase. There's no doubt that, our communities have copped an absolute battering over the last few weeks, and I can understand people are very fatigued by the flooding situation and the weather situation that's confronted us day after day after day. But my understanding from the Bureau is that over the next couple of days we will see an easing of conditions, particularly in the Sydney metropolitan area, and that's welcome news, particularly at the start of school holidays and with the Easter show kicking off. It'll be good. We'll take it if it's on offer.
Yeah, look, the other issue I want to ask you about, it's probably too big to go into some detail here, but we've got so many planning decisions where relatively new housing has been built on some of these flooded areas. Surely there's got to be better coordination and control of councils allowing this to occur.
Look, I can understand the point that you're making, and certainly in the aftermath of the flooding that we've seen, whether it is out in the Hawkesbury-Nepean area or up in the Northern Rivers region, to see the aftermath and the devastation and the emotional, physical, psychological, financial impact that it has on families. It's really something that does need to be considered in detail. I'm very pleased that the inquiry that Mary O'Kane and Mr Mick Fuller are leading at this time will have a look at those elements, and of course right across government this is a discussion that we are having, because we just can't let families and communities continue to go through this time and time again.
Spot on. Thanks for joining us, Minister. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Chris.
Steph Cooke is the very busy New South Wales Emergency Services Minister. So that's the situation, though. Let's hope for the best